Hi, I'm Liz Nedden. Let's have a look at finding capacity, volume and mass. So the capacity, as a reminder, is the amount of liquid a container can hold. So often we will measure capacity in millilitres, litres, and so on. So when I want to convert capacity, here's a couple of conversions that I need to know. So I need to know that if I have 1 centimetre cubed, then that's equivalent or equal to 1 millilitre. And 1 cubic metre is equal to 1,000 litres. So when I'm talking about capacity here, so 1 millilitre is about the size of a drop of water. So when we talk about 1 mil, that's about how much big it is. 1 litre, if you think about a small bottle of milk, a 1 litre bottle of milk, that's how much 1 litre holds. And 1,000 litres, that would be enough. 1,000 litres is enough to fill your bath 13 times approximately. So 1,000 litres is a lot. And when we think about filling our dams with water for Auckland, then those dams have they hold gigalitres of water, so huge amounts of water. So when I want to convert capacity, here's a little diagram showing how I go from kilolitres to litres to millilitres. These are the 3 common ones that we would want to be able to do. And so kilolitres to litres is multiplying by 1,000, or going the opposite way, dividing by 1,000. So let's use that diagram and do some conversions here. So I've got 23 litres and I want to change it from litres into kilolitres. So litres to kilolitres, that's this way here, and so we are going to divide by 1,000. So when I do 23 divided by 1,000, that's going to give me 0.023 kilolitres. For part B, I want to go from millilitres to litres. So millilitres to litres, I'm going this way direction here, so I'm going to divide by 1,000. So 3,200 divided by 1,000 is going to give me 3.2 litres. For part C, I've got something in litres, 4.2 litres, and I want to change that to millilitres. So litres to millilitres, I'm going to multiply by 1,000. So 4.2 times 1,000 is going to give me 4,200 millilitres. And lastly, going from kilolitres to litres, so kilolitres to litres, again I'm going to multiply by 1,000. So 8.52 times 1,000 gives me 8,520 litres. So that's when I want to convert within the capacity units. But what if I need to convert from a volume into a capacity? So this is where I need to convert from 1 cubic metre, 1 cubic centimetre, into 1 millilitre. So I'm going from the volume to the capacity. Another conversion is I can say if I have a volume of 1,000 cubic centimetres, then that's the same as a capacity of 1 litre. It's also equal to a mass of 1 kilo if that mass is water. So different liquids could have different weights, but with water it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Or equally, if I have 1 cubic metre of volume, so that's, if you look at that person standing there, that's quite a decent size. It's a good pallet of food or paper, and that's equivalent to 1,000 litres as a capacity, which is the same as 1 kilolitre. So 1 cubic metre is the same as 1,000 litres, filling our bath with water 13 times. 1,000 cubic centimetres is equivalent to 1 litre, and 1 centimetre cubed is equal to 1 millilitre, so it's about a drop of water. So that's what we want to be able to do, is convert between volumes, capacity and mass. So here is an example. We've got a swimming pool and that is filled with water. So what we want to do is find the capacity of the swimming pool. So the first thing I'm going to do is find my volume. So I look at the shape and notice it's a cuboid. So the formula for volume of a cuboid is length times width times height. And so I'm going to do my 10 meters times the 6 meters times the 4 meters, and that will give me a volume of 240 meters cubed. Now I need to find the capacity of the swimming pool. And so I've got something here in cubic meters. So if I go back to this diagram here, cubic meters, so meters cubed, well, I do know that 1 cubic meter is equal to 1,000 litres. So that's the conversion that I want to do. So my capacity is 240 cubic meters, and I'm going to multiply that by 1,000 to turn it into litres. So that's equal to 240,000 litres. So that's how much litres of water would fill a swimming pool of this size. A different example here is looking at a triangular prism, and I first want to find the volume of this triangular prism. So I'm going to use my formula to find the area of the base. So the area of the base is a triangle, and the formula for area of a triangle is half times the base times the height. So I've got a base here of 80 millimeters, a height here of 6 centimeters, and notice that's in millimeters and this is in centimeters, and then this length here is in meters. So I need to, first of all, before I even do any calculations, I need to make all of them into the same units. So let's turn them all into centimeters. So 80 millimeters is the same as 8 centimeters. I've divided by 10. And to go from meters into centimeters, I need to multiply by 100. So that is going to give me 14 centimeters. Okay, so going back to my base area. So here's my triangle base there. The base is 8 centimeters. So we're going to say half times 8 times the height of 6 centimeters. And that's going to give me a base area for the triangle of 24 centimeters squared. Now I'm going to work out the volume, and the volume is the area of the base times the length. And so we're going to do our 24 centimeters squared times the length of 14 centimeters, and that's going to give me a volume of 336 centimeters cubed. So that's how much the volume in centimeters cubed is for this particular triangular prism. Now I want to take that, so I'm just going to write this up here. We had a volume of 336 centimeters cubed, and I need to now find that capacity in, first of all, in milliliters and then in liters. So what we know is that the conversion between volume and capacity is that 1 centimeter cubed is equal to 1 milliliter. So if my volume is 336 centimeters cubed, that means my capacity is just going to be equal to 336 milliliters. Now I want to change that from milliliters into liters. So my capacity, I want to take my 336 milliliters, divide that by 1,000, because to go from milliliters to liters is 1,000, and that's going to give me a capacity of 0.336 liters. So the last thing that we want to do is find the volume of the prism in cubic meters and then the capacity in kiloliters. So to find our cubic meters, so I'm going to write down a couple of notes from the previous slide. So we started off with a volume of 336 centimeters cubed, and that was a capacity of 336 milliliters, or 0.366 litres. So now to go from centimetres cubed, so a volume of 336 centimetres cubed, and I want to turn that into something in metres cubed. So to go from centimetres to metres, well, there's 100 centimetres in a metre, so I need to divide that by 100 cubed, and so that's going to give me 0.000336 meters cubed. So to turn that now into a capacity in kiloliters, well, cubic meters is equal to 1 cubic meter is equal to 1 kiloliter. So therefore, our volume of 0.000336 meters cubed is equal to that many kiloliters. Thanks very much for watching.